Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. It's been a while since we've recorded. At least it feels like it has.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that when we were setting up.
Yeah, I had to dust everything off this morning because I was like, "Oh, we're gonna record today," and I was like, "Holy shit, our setup is so dusty right now." No, yeah. So as of the recording, it is currently Thanksgiving. This episode is coming out
Yes.
tomorrow, so the day after Thanksgiving. So I guess whenever you are listening to this, we hope y'all had a safe and amazing Thanksgiving with your family, friends, whoever you celebrate with. And yeah, I mean, we're about to, after we finish up this recording, we're going to actually go over to Marisa's house. And then from there, we're going to go to my grandparents' house. And it should be a good time. I'm excited. My dogs are going to get to see the other dogs again.
That's going to be so cute.
Having a grand old time. We'll see how it is. Prior to us leaving, though, I'm gonna like prep their stuff real quick, just so it's all ready. Because it's not like I don't trust my family to do it on their own, but it's like I'm pretty meticulous with how I do stuff for them, and it does not get followed the same way or executed the same way that I do.
Yeah, I feel like you like it a specific way.
Yeah.
So it'll be done good.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, as long as it gets done, I'm happy. But, if I'm here, might as well get it done. And then since Chewy and Flaco, they're going to be outside probably, I'm going to like butter up Chewy's paw as sort of like a preemptive, like preventer for any like allergens getting in his paws. Because I've been treating it. I think it's getting better. I want to get this skin soother for Chewy's paw. Because so my bulldog, Chewy, for those who don't know, he has seasonal allergies, and right now it's that allergy season for him. I mean, honestly, it's like year round that he kind of has problems. During the winter it gets better, but he's already had these ongoing allergies on his paws, specifically his front left one, I think, or no, his front right. I think it's front right paw. So it's not raw anymore, but it's still like tinted red in between his toes and on top of his paw.
Dang.
And it's really easy to see, especially because his paws are white. It looks like he has socks on. And so like I'm thankful that his paws are white, because people who have like black furred dogs and stuff like that, it's really hard to catch those infections.
Yeah,
and
so
like
they'll
that.
get worse.
Yeah, and especially because he's a short haired dog. Long haired dogs that like have dark fur, it's like, you always got to be on the lookout. So it's a lot easier with Chewy and Flaco just because of their short hair and the color of their fur. But I've been treating it with like an Epsom salt. So basically what I do, right? It's like one of those home remedies I found on YouTube. So you get Epsom salt, pure Epsom salt. It's a cup per gallon of water. You boil it until the Epsom salt is completely dissolved in the water. I pour it into his bathtub that he has. It's like a big metal bin, like the ones that you get from like Lowe's in the outdoor section. And then I was like, what are you doing? She was just coughing. No, but
Sorry, I coughed in the mic at first and I didn't want to do that again.
No, you're good. You're good. I know sometimes we cough in the mic and I have to adjust for that in post, because if not, it's like, like hella loud in the mic. And that shit just kills the microphone. It just sounds disgusting. No, yeah. So after I pour it in there and let it cool off, because obviously it was boiling water, I just kind of sit Chewy inside and he just stands there for 5 minutes. Then I towel dry all of his paws, and then it's from Natural Dog Company. That's the name of the company. If y'all have bulldogs or pugs or anything like that, or dogs that are just prone to allergies, honestly, Natural Dog Company has been a lifesaver. Right now I have the wrinkle paste. I don't have the skin soother balm, because the skin soother balm is like antibacterial, and I've seen pictures of dogs with really similar things going on with Chewy, and I mean the before and after. I mean, only after a week of use. Some people were like, only after a day of use, they already saw instant relief in their dog. No more biting. no, none of that. But I've been putting the wrinkle balm, which is for like his face wrinkles and such, on his feet, which it isn't antibacterial, but it does help soothe the skin and lessens the redness. So it's not like it's not necessarily helping heal it completely like the skin soother would. So I want to buy that. Like this, I asked because, fun fact, my birthday is on the 27th of November. And I asked.
It is this upcoming Saturday.
Yes.
Y'all are listening on Friday. So yeah.
Yeah, so pretty cool. I asked for Amazon gift card, like as a possible gift, and just use that to buy the skin soother. And I'm sure Chewy will be feeling great after that. He lets me do it. Like I towel dry his paws and do all that stuff. And I mean, it took work to get to that point. I mean, he lets me clip his nails too now. Like at first he's kind of like, oh, what the fuck is that? Because I don't trim them all the time, right? And he kind of forgets what the clipper is. But then once I get one nail down, he's like, oh, okay. And he lets me do the rest. And
he's like, I remember.
He gets a little irritated because it does take way longer than like, towel drying and putting that balm on his paws. But, he lets me do it. Flacco won't let you mess around with him. But because, I haven't done that with him. So I haven't built up, that
trust.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like I need to, because Flacco, he's a mutt. He's not a pure pug. And so he's mixed with, we don't really know what he's mixed with, but whatever he is mixed with is really helping him because he hasn't had any problems, no allergies. I rarely clean his folds because they like don't get dirty at all. And he's just like problem free. The only thing he has is a dry nose, which I butter up. That's really it.
Yeah, that thing is dry. I've seen it, or he'll rub against me and I'm like, ow, like you're gonna cut me.
Yeah, my dogs have dry noses, so they're not like wet. Like normal dogs, which, like I knew going into that, I was like, man, their noses are like flaky almost,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it is just the breed, but I didn't know there was like things that you could do for it. So, I started getting into the nose butter and all the balms and such, and it can get expensive, but if you ration out like how you use these products, you don't go absolutely insane putting the maximum amount on their bodies, you give them enough to help them. It goes a long way. I haven't bought a new little tin of nose butter or the wrinkle balm. They really stretch a long way. Especially since it's like only a minor reoccurrence. The nose, I can butter it and that'll keep it fairly moist for a few days. And then, do it again on that third day.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do. I don't know. Just kind of felt like talking about that, but there's not really a topic of today's episode. We were gonna do like meal prepping,
but we realized that's more of like a vlog.
Yeah, it wouldn't have translated, I think, to a podcast. At least like just an audio podcast. Once we eventually work up to doing video podcasting, which we were gonna do a while back, but then you just realize how much work goes into a video podcast, one that looks high quality. Like I don't want anything.
We don't want it to look sketch.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like if we're gonna go get into something, I want it to not only sound nice, which I think we've finally achieved. I mean, I think we've always sounded nice, but we're kind of at that level where it's just
now it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, and then I want it to look nice, so I'm saving up. Now that I got a job at the UTSA Recreational Center. I'm gonna be a fitness assistant.
Congratulations!
And then I actually have another interview. Crazy, but I have 2 jobs. But I'll go from having no job to 2 jobs, hopefully. The schedules I think will work out because the UTSA one isn't too demanding, like the hours at all. So
yeah, I think the like college gyms, they close earlier.
They close earlier, but also they set on average like 12 to 15 hours a week.
Oh, that's really good.
And they were like, and that's like average. So, you might get lower, you might get higher, but the max amount of hours that they can schedule you per week is 19. So it's not even like I'd be working a lot. I want to ask them to only work during the week, Monday through Friday, or even like Monday through Thursday. And then the second job would be like, Friday through Sunday, I'm free to work. If y'all can work with me in that way, because I got another job and it's like, yeah. If they're like, why not just have the one? I'll be like, well, during the week, I need something that's less demanding of my time. And this just works out better because it's going to be literally my school that I'm working at, And then it's like, and then obviously Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I have way more availability. And, it works out better that way. That's how I'm going to explain it. That's how I'm kind of going through it in my head. And I think it'll work out. I think it'll be good. But yeah, so the camera I'm going to save up for, it's the Sony ZV-E10. It's a new camera. It's fairly beginner friendly. This is going to be, my first video camera, like not a camcorder, like an actual video camera, and one that can take, fairly decent pictures. I'm not getting it to take pictures. I'm getting it for the purpose of having a video podcast. And then, doing vlogs and stuff, it's fairly vlog friendly because it has a flip out screen that you can turn over so we can see ourselves.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can attach like a mini boom mic on top, and it has different lenses. And it can hook up actually to our laptop, both of our laptops. And so it'd be easy to just not only feed the video into my laptop, but also the audio. So everything will be synchronized. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a separate thing for audio and a separate thing for video. I just kind of all want it to happen at the same time. That, ease up the process of it. It's going to take longer. Obviously, I'm going to have to save up for it. It's not too expensive. It's an entry-level camera. It's about $700. Then I think with the lens kit, it's $750, $760, something like that. So even though that does sound expensive, compared to other cameras, shit, that is like in the ballpark of like budget cameras. It's crazy to me, doing all that research, trying to figure out, the right camera for me, right starter camera. And
yeah, especially since we have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, this stuff, it was all learning this stuff from the ground up. You know what I mean? Like we taught ourselves how to do this. We'd watch like YouTube videos, or I watched YouTube videos and stuff like that.
I was like, I just come talk.
I'm the tech guy. Yeah. She just comes, provides her beautiful voice to the podcast, and that's really it. That's important. We need that second opinion, that co-host vibe.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Saving up for that. I think it'll be another thing to learn. So that's why we're also putting it off, because we just don't have the time to invest ourselves in learning that, And here pretty soon, I'm actually going to teach Marisabel how to use the equipment with her laptop, because she's going to be recording a podcast with a special guest here.
Yeah, that'll be coming up in, I don't know, because I want to record it in December.
Okay.
So it depends on like if it's in the beginning. January, right? Yeah. Unless we record it like at the beginning of December, which I don't think we will. You can record
it whenever you want. It's just, it's going to get released on that date. So honestly, like the earlier the better, because I'm still going to edit it.
No, yeah. It's just with school and everything, because we both have school and I have work and stuff. So.
School's about to end. So yeah, definitely get it done probably right now in December.
Man, I feel like we have allergies today. At least I have allergies. I woke up and fun fact, we actually went on a run today.
Yeah.
It was a short run for me, but
she went 0.28 miles. Pretty good. Not bad.
There was no need to say the amounts.
It wasn't bad. She ran half of the time, the entire time. Took a break halfway, and then we ran back pretty much straight. She stopped for like a second. I was like, come on, keep going. And then, we finished it out.
Yeah, I'm not a runner, and it was freezing outside. But what I was getting at was I woke up and my fan was on, and I've been turning it off because, I don't know, whenever it's cold and I have the fan on, I'll wake up with a lot of allergies.
Yeah.
And then, so last night I forgot because I took melatonin and I just knocked out in my bed.
That new melatonin be bussin'.
I know. Like, it's working
it's a higher
so
dosage
well.
Per little, like, gummy. Because you used to take a 10 milligram tablet and you would take 2 of those, so it's 20 milligrams.
No, I take a 2. I didn't know about the milligrams. I didn't look until we went to look at it at Target.
Wait, you took a what?
It was 2 milligrams.
It was 2 milligrams?
And I'd take 2. And I'm like, no wonder I had such a hard time going to sleep.
Milligrams. I know, honestly, those things, like, you would give them to me, and I'm like, these things are not bussin', like, at all.
I know. And but these gummies, I take 2. That's the recommended, right? And I just knock out.
Yeah.
It's been so good. But yeah, so I fell asleep.
I was out, like a light. Like, 2 minutes after eating them, I was already, like, my eyes were feeling heavy already. My jaw felt all loose. And I was like, holy shit.
Your jaw, LOL. I just closed my eyes and I'm out.
You know what I mean? Like, you ever feel that? Like, where you're really tired, but you're trying to stay awake, and then your jaw starts feeling like it's work to keep it closed.
Yeah, have you seen me in the car when I fall asleep?
Yeah, That's a sight to see.
Nope, no one else is seeing that. He already showed our friends one time.
Yeah, one time. I mean, you gotta show some love, you know?
No, definitely not. But yeah, so I woke up with a bunch of allergies and we were gonna go run. And when we were running, I felt like my allergies get worse. And it just was not okay. So now I have like, I don't know. I have all this congestion like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I said right here. In my nose, guys.
Yeah. Definitely when it's cold, I get that way. Like I'm sniffling and, you know, my nose starts running and I got like all that phlegm in your throat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just part of it because your body is getting so hot inside and you're breathing so hard and it's cold outside. You know, the two forces are opposing each other and you just kind of start, you know, going through it.
The opposites are not attracting.
But honestly, like after a run, once I take a I don't take hot showers. I go from warm to cold.
No.
And so I started off with the warm and then finished it off with the cold. Like I'll do warm while I'm applying the soap, you know, shampoo. And then when I put conditioner in, I switch it to cold. And then I rinse off my body and the conditioner, all that with the cold water, kind of sitting under there for a second. And I feel way better. Like I have a little bit of allergies because it is kind of that allergy season for me.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near what it ever used to be. And it's because of doing that warm to cold. Honestly, like I found whenever I would take hot showers in the morning, the allergies would not stop all day. And, you know, it was a real problem. But it got better once I did that.
Yeah, no, I don't really take cold showers. At the end of my showers, whenever I wash my hair, that's when I turn it to cold. Because I'm doing it for my hair, not really just to have a cold shower. Because I'm already cold like all the time. So I don't want to go into a shower freezing or leave it freezing. But I do whenever I wash my hair. Because I've heard it helps. So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. It's supposed to like your
follicles.
Yeah, your follicles shrink and then keep all that
moisture.
Yeah, that moisture and not necessarily that, like the
oils.
Yeah, like whatever's in like, you know, the conditioner that helps your hair. I was like, you have to, if you just leave it in with if you rinse it out when the water is all hot.
Your hair follicles are open.
Yeah, and your pores and such. And so you're basically just washing it back out.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's not staying in there. That's what my barber told me.
No, yeah.
And so, because I asked him, I was like, you know, I'm trying to find this new shampoo and conditioner. Been using Head and Shoulders. My hair's always dry. I've seen a difference. Have you? Like, my hair feels more, I guess, moisturized. Like, it doesn't look as, like, especially when it'll get really long, it would look really, I don't know how to say it, like, almost cottony. Like, it was really dry.
Kind of dry, yeah.
And, like, fluffy. But now it's not as fluffy as it used to be, but it's definitely more, I don't want to say moist to the touch, but like you can clearly see that it's not. All right. You can clearly see that it's like healthier, you know, and I didn't realize, you know, how much of an effect that Head and Shoulders was having on my hair.
No, yeah. So when he told me, oh, I want to change my shampoo, I was like, let's go to the store. I was so excited because I think your curls can get crazy, but it's because of the conditioner and shampoo you were using.
Definitely. Yeah, I use it's the Shea Moisture. For men. I use the one for men, but it's the same formula as the one for women. It's just a different color bottle and then it says for men. You know what I mean?
Your hair just smells even better. Yeah,
like the only thing that's actually different is like baby products. They're like way more sensitive or like less, I don't want to say like less harmful to the skin, quote unquote. You know what I mean? But like, you know, men and women products, pretty much the same.
They just changed the title.
They changed the title, you know, colors, the shape. That's really it.
That's weird. But no, yeah, because I take these vitamins and I forgot like what they're called. But they come in a little black box.
Is it keratin? Is that what it is?
No, it's collagen. It's collagen, but the brand.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember which brand it is.
Oh.
But Costco sells it. And I've been using them for like, I would say about a year, maybe. On and off. Like I haven't been fully consistent, which is my bad. But I'll still take them pretty regularly, at least weekly, right? And so we went to Costco, I think about, it was like 5 or 6 months ago. Right? Because these bottles last for 3 months at a time, and I'm almost out.
Was that that was my first time being at Costco, right? Is that when you bought them? When y'all took me?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it was 3 months. No, it wasn't 3 months. It had to be 4.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't take the vitamins consistently, so I can't really tell. But I still have some. But I'm almost out, so.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 months. Anyways, so whenever I went, I saw another bottle. And it was like collagen, same brand and stuff. And I was like, oh, did they just change like the way that it looks? And it was like for men or something like that. And I was like, what's different? So I grabbed the other bottle because the other bottle was still there. Yeah. And then I grabbed the newer bottle that they had. And I was looking and I was like, the one in men has less milligrams.
What?
And I was like, is that right? Because this is supposed to help like your skin and stuff. So I would think you need more. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But, and then it didn't have another like vitamin in it. And I was like, wait, why is it for men? Like, why is it different?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess those reasons it's different. But I couldn't tell like if it was better or not. Because the way they were promoting it seemed it to be better. And I was like, but this other one has more nutrients in it, and this other one doesn't. So I stuck with mine. Because I was like, what's the point of getting a new one? Like, is it going to do as much or no?
Interesting.
But yeah, so I looked at the products. That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. Definitely upping the skincare, hair care. I mean, I'm still pretty minimal, I think. I don't do a whole lot. I don't have like a skincare routine or anything. Only time I really like do stuff is if I shave. When I shave, I don't use like the Barbasol shaving cream. It's a shaving mug with like that little bar of shaving cream that you kind of froth up with it's like the little brush. I think there's a name for it, but it's a little shaving brush that you apply the shaving cream onto your face with.
Yeah.
I do that, really get it in there, work it in. And then I'm subscribed to Dollar Shave Club. They're pretty cool. I have that like executive handle, and then I just get replacement blades every now and then. And then I also use their ball spray. Their ball spray is pretty nice. It's I'm not prone to chafing or anything down there, but just putting it on, I mean, immense difference. Just the feeling, because it's, even, it's basically spray on talcum powder,
mm-hmm.
or talco powder, and I don't know, it just really helps. I didn't know I needed it, but I kind of mentioned it to my mom, and she added it to the order one day, and she was like, this is yours. I was like, what is this? I was like, ball spray. My mom, I know that kind of seems weird, my mom, but I mean, we're pretty chill. But yeah, so anyway, she got me that, and I was like, cool. And now it's like, I go everywhere with it. I don't put it on every day, but I put it on when I know I'm going to wear like pants or sweats. When I wear shorts, I don't put it on, because I'm like, I'm breathing, I'm chilling. But when I wear pants or like sweats, throw it on, and I'm feeling great the whole day. It's a peppermint spray, so like it cools off that area.
That's
like
crazy.
It's like
Does
real.
It smell like peppermint?
It does, yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, it does.
Because peppermint's strong.
It keeps.
I'm so sorry. I just kicked the table.
It keeps the goods down there, feeling fresh. Sometimes I'll spray it like in my ass too, just to keep that fresh. Again, when I wear pants and sweats, like right now, I did a nice little spray.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
I spray
your booty cheeks.
Yeah, or not the booty cheeks. Like I spread the cheeks and spray it inside, like my crack. I feel like it's a little TMI. I'm sorry for saying that, but just throwing out some use cases here for it. It's not just ball spray. It could be crack spray too.
I hope my mom is not listening to this.
I hope she is.
No.
All right. Anyways, so
she'd be so traumatized.
Yeah, so
never be able to look at you the same.
I use the Dollar Shave Club razors, and They're probably, I mean, they're fairly high quality. They're disposable. Means about as high quality as you can get. I kind of want to switch to those safety razors, the one blade ones. I don't know. I'm kind of interested in having one of those. They just seem really nice, and the one blade just provides a closer shave. You have a higher chance of nicking yourself, but if you're careful about it, it's just something I want to learn. And then proper beard care too. I use beard oil. So after I'm done shaving, right? I use beard oil, and then I put on, what is it? Neutrogena. It's like a Neutrogena face moisturizer with, it's like SPF 50 or some shit like that.
Neutrogena?
Is that what it is?
I thought it was Cetaphil.
That might be what it is. Cetaphil. It's one of those. I don't know. I like all of the logos look the same on everything.
I'm pretty sure it's Cetaphil.
Okay, Cetaphil. Anyways, so I use that, and then I think you're right. It's a Cetaphil. And that's really it. There's not much to it. Although for my upper lip, I will tell you this. I use this. It's called the Philips One Blade. It's like a little green, facial shaver. It's not meant for body grooming. Learned that the hard way. And
damn.
and I use that to shave my upper lip. I don't put a razor to my upper lip because my upper lip is so prone to razor bumps and ingrown hairs.
Oh yeah.
And if I use a razor on there, forget it. Hours after, there's already ingrown hairs and like pimples, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
And I will pop them.
And it's, oh no, the ones on the upper lip hurt so bad.
I know, I'm just kidding.
And so after just switching to the Philips One Blade, so just using that electric one, it gets pretty close for my liking. It leaves a little bit of a shadow. It's not a completely clean shave like a razor would, but I mean, I like it. I think it looks nice. Cleans it up real nice, and I don't get razor bumps or anything from it because there's no razor being put to my skin. And then one more thing, fairly recently, like a few months ago, I got that lawnmower 3.0. Now that's a body groomer. I was very skeptical about it just because of like all the PR. I was like, all it is PR. All it is like really cool looking ads. They got these buff dudes being like, this thing's amazing. Or it's not all buff dudes. It's actually, like fairly different body types that they had in the commercials. They were marketing to every guy. It was like, you need this, save your balls and shit. You're like that.
Yes, I do.
And finally went through with it because it was a coupon, because I use Honey. Y'all should use Honey. Download Honey onto your phone and your laptop because you get hella discounts. I got like $20 off and got it in, and I don't know how I ever lived without it. I used to use like this cheap like Remington one. It was like $25 from Ross. And man, that thing would nick, and it wasn't a fun time down there, like anywhere. It didn't even like, it didn't shave my body, like evenly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it would get clogged with hair.
Oh.
And it wasn't easy to clean it out. You had to unscrew it and shit. It was a process, because I'm a fairly hairy guy, and so it's definitely not like, I'm not like doing minimal manscaping. Like now I am because I've kept up with it. But prior to that, when I would just have the Remington, it was so much of a process that I would put it off for like months at a time. So, when I would manscape, it was a process, It'd be like an hour and a half maybe, just from like, I did, my right side, maybe half of it, and I had to clean it off. And I feel like I'm over exaggerating. Like it's not so much that I was like really hairy. Like I'm not like bald. I am hairy, but it's more so just the quality of that Remington shaver wasn't high. So I had to very much stop, unclog it, clean it out, screw the blade back in, and then go again, But man, that lawnmower, so nice. It's waterproof. I can do it in the shower. Sometimes I do it before, sometimes I do it while I'm showering. And it's just, it's so good. And, I don't just use it for like down there. Like that's definitely like the main reason I got it for, because, it's hygienic to keep up with that. And, I use it down there, but I also use it, my body. I have hairy nipples, which is something I'm embarrassed about. Low key, I'm like, I have to get laser hair removal on my nipples.
What? Why?
It's so annoying to keep up with shaving your nipples.
You think it's really bad?
The hairs get long, babe. Like I trim them, and that's why.
Oh.
When I don't trim them, holy shit, the hairs get long and it looks disgusting. So
I've never seen that.
And I've noticed. I've been looking in the mirror, and my chest hair has started
expanded?
to come up onto the top of my chest. It's still fairly thin, but you can see it's getting up there, because it used to just be like this little like rat in between my pecs, you know, and now it's starting to spread a little bit up there.
You're gonna be a hairy guy, a hairy old man.
What?
Oh my gosh!
I probably am.
By the time you're 80, it's gonna be all over your chest.
Maybe. I'm still gonna manscape though. What? Like, I'm gonna keep it fresh, baby. Like, I don't care if I'm 80. I'm still gonna be swinging it like I'm 20. You know what I'm saying? Like. All right. Anyways, so, yeah, love the lawnmower.
Your voice changed when you said that.
Huh?
I was just thinking about that. It had a little twang.
A little twang.
Yeah.
No, that lawnmower 3.0 is such a good investment. Like, any guys listening, or even like girlfriends, if you're trying to figure out, you know, what to get your dude and he doesn't got a nice manscaping tool, oh my goodness, the lawnmower 3.0 is such a good investment for both you and him. I'll tell you what. It's the best thing I've bought, honestly. Like, for my body, best thing I've bought. It was such a good like purchase. And it, honestly, I mean, it kind of seems expensive, but it's not even. Like, it's kind of like middle of the ground price, maybe a little bit on the lower end, because there's like some body grooming stuff that, you know, gets into the hundreds. And this was like $60, you know, with like the portable charger, or not portable charger, but like the little charging dock and stuff. So I think it's fairly priced, especially for the quality of it. Super easy to clean. It even comes with like a little brush to like brush it out. Like, it's one of my best purchases, honestly. But yeah. Another thing. Semester's almost over. I am going through it. Not really, but
really.
But my accounting professor hoed me. She changed the due dates on 3 assignments, and I know she did because a week prior I marked down the due dates of the assignments. So I already knew, you know, when they were due. And I was like, okay, like, I'm straight. I don't have anything to do. And there was a period of like two and a half days there where I was really going through almost like, it's kind of like that situational depression or like seasonal depression, you know. That's what we're thinking. I haven't been diagnosed, so I'm not like claiming to be that, but it's kind of like, not that I have depression, but it's like the feeling of, it's just like really hard to start your day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard to get out of bed. Like, that day, I thought I only had an accounting project due, right? It was like a few days ago. And, you know, it was so hard to get out of bed. I stayed in bed till 6 p.m. I finally get out of bed. Marisol was at work, I think, right?
Yeah, I was getting out at 7:30.
Yeah. So, you're at work. I finally get out of bed. I'm like, I only got the project. I finally get to it. You know, I'm doing the project or whatever. And then I'm like, the project is in the same file as like my chapter 12 assignments, right? The last chapter of the freaking semester. And I'm like, I'm looking at the due dates. I'm like, wait a second. What? It says the reading and the 2 homeworks are due today, as well as the project. I was like, that can't be right. I was like, because I have it in here that the reading was due the day after the project. And then, or no, it was the reading was due the same day as the project. And then the 2 homeworks were the day after. And then the quiz was due the day after that. Everything got moved back a day. And I was like, hold on a darn second. Or no, the quiz was on the 30th. The homeworks were due the day after the project and the reading. And, you know, the 30th of this month, we're not even there yet. And I'm like, you know, what the? Like, everything got pushed back. And so I'm sitting there freaking out. And I emailed my professor. I was like, you know, was this a mistake? Because you said only the reading was due today, coinciding with the project. You know, what's going on with the homework? And now the quiz pushed back like hella. Like, I didn't mind the quiz because, you know, there was still a couple days out. I had time to get that done. But I was like, you know, I don't have the time. And I mean, there's definitely an argument there. Not even I should have woken up earlier. You know, that's on me. But, I had the due dates already down from a week prior. And, I guess that's just a lesson. I just need to be checking the due dates all the time because a professor could hoe you at any moment. But, that has never happened before.
Yeah. I mean, what do you use for UTSA?
We use Blackboard. We don't use Canvas.
Do you have the app on your phone?
Yeah, but the app sucks.
Mm.
Like it's not very optimized. Like it doesn't keep you logged in.
Oh.
You have to log back in every time.
That's
and
weird.
Then it'll still send you notifications as if you were logged in, but then it doesn't let you view it very well. Like it's almost like you're on the website, but it's not optimized very well for the phone. So the app sucks. I hate it. And then my professors, they don't all use Blackboard. It's like how all your assignments are on Canvas and stuff.
Yeah.
Not the case. Like Blackboard is like the central hub, but my math professor uses another thing called my lab math or whatever. So that none of the assignments or due dates or grades or anything are in Blackboard.
Oh, I had something like that for my criminal justice class.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like, so he would put in our grades in Canvas. Mm-hmm. But we couldn't just really go to Canvas and click on it.
Yeah.
There was like a link in the syllabus where you could go and click on it, which is what I did.
Yeah,
and then it would take me to the other website, and then I would log in, and then I would do my reading and my questions.
It's annoying because I wish like every professor would just kind of have like a streamlined thing. I wish all the due dates, grades, all of that would just be on Blackboard. It would be so much easier. You know what I mean? Because I can't log into certain websites where my grades and assignments are off of my phone, and I don't always have my laptop on me. Like now I've started to carry it. I carry my laptop with me pretty frequently because I'm like, I don't have anything else to check my stuff because the Blackboard app sucks, and most of my professors, use a third-party service, so I can't even look at what I have due or grades or anything like that. Sometimes the app doesn't even process like my touch, you know what I mean? So I can't even look at the grades because then
that's hella whack.
I hate the app so much. I hate Blackboard. I just wish it was all stream. Like it's not so much that I hate Blackboard, it's just like the use of it. I don't think professors aren't using it to the fullest, and I know it's a lot of work to implement all that. Like there was my math professor last semester, she had everything integrated with Blackboard. I mean, it was so streamlined. Everything was there. All the due dates for the assignments. It was so nice. Or even my economics professor, they have their third party, McGraw-Hill Connect. He has it connected to Blackboard. And so
that's what I used.
Everything is synced up. And so I'm like, why can't every professor try and do that or, try and update it? You know what I mean? It's a process. But anyways, to get back to that little, or were you going to say something?
No, I was just asking because on Canvas, like I think it was my ethics professor. He changed like the quizzes and the discussions. Like he had them later. And then he pushed them like up a week, I think.
Yeah.
Which is weird because on my my calendar that I have, my planner, I was like, I have a quiz today. And I was like, wait, no. And I already had my quiz. Like I was a little confused.
Yeah.
Because I had to look. And then my phone on Canvas was like, ethics changed quiz 9, and I was like, oh, I already took it, so then I'm done, right? I don't know, I was confused, but I was just asking because it reminded me or told me which class.
Nah, Blackboard doesn't do that. I don't know, she changed it, but she was like, we're following the syllabus. I'm like, the assignment due dates aren't in the syllabus though.
Man,
like,
that's crazy.
She has like the chapters and like what week each chapter is gonna be on,
but not the exact days.
So chapter 12 was going to be this week, but stuff wasn't due. Like it was spread out throughout the week. It wasn't all due on that day. And so I just took L's on, like I finished the reading. I finished the project, A-stat project. But the day prior to that, I didn't do another project, which was also due for accounting because I was again in that hella, like I couldn't get anything done. It was really hard. I don't know. It was just, it was rough. It was a rough night. And so, I was just like, you know what? I won't do this project. I'll do the project tomorrow. And then, my assignments are kind of spread out, so I'll be able to get them done. I'll be good. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm still passing, but it, obviously my grade is lower. And so didn't do that project, did the other project. And then it was just kind of like
it was a lot happening at once.
Things were working out in my head. And then I ended up getting the reading and the second project done, but then I didn't get the homeworks done. And I usually use the homeworks
To help you with the quiz.
To help me with the quiz, because it's like, you know, the readings set you up for the homeworks, but the readings don't really set you up for the quizzes. You know, that the homeworks set you up for the quizzes, because in the homeworks, that's where you can, you know, check your work, you know, with like the check my work button, and then you can look and figure out, you know, how to do stuff. And then the quizzes, you know, they're really short, you know, 5 to 10 questions usually. This one was 10 questions. And on all 3 attempts, you know, the best score I could get was a 50, because it was just like I didn't know the content, you know, and the homeworks close. So even though it was past the due date, I still couldn't like go back in and just practice the problems. And I was like, man, it was so annoying. And you know what? I'm still passing. I'm straight. But, you know, anybody who follows me on Twitter, you saw that tweet. I was like, I'm not the straight A student I used to be. And I don't think there's a truer statement. Last year, both semesters, first semester I had 1C, second semester I had 1C again. This semester, I'm probably going to end up with 1 or maybe even 2. Actually, no. Because right now it's a 78 in accounting at the moment, like a 78.5. But in the syllabus, 78.5 is going to go in the grade, or like in like my records is a B-.
Oh, okay.
Right. But I still have 1 more quiz and then a test. So I could go up. But anyways, so I'm probably going to have a B-, then a B in economics, and then an A in ethics. Ethics was like super easy. And then math, I actually have a 78 in, because I took L's on like a whole bunch of homeworks that I just didn't do. It wasn't a whole bunch. It was like 3. But, you know, those homeworks are like the majority of our grade, or not even. It's those boosters, you know what I mean? But because I didn't do the homeworks, it's not like notes and stuff. You good? Did you come to a realization what's happening?
I just realized I didn't do an extra credit assignment. I have to do that right now.
Oh my goodness. I wish that was my issue going on right now.
No, it's because I like have an A, but I need it to be. But I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're bananas. Do you
so
not
sorry.
hear the grades I'm talking about right
sorry.
now?
I'm sorry. No, it's because I don't know how my final's gonna go.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
And then I have to do that now and be like, I'm so sorry. Can you please accept it?
Oh my goodness.
I've been turning them in on time.
Yeah, we're almost done. We'll close out the episode here in a sec. But yeah, so anyways, going through it, because I didn't do 3 of the homeworks, and the quizzes are on 3 chapters, which each homework is a chapter. It's weird how it works. But anyways, you know, I want to say on that particular quiz, I got like a 70. So I still pulled through and passed, but definitely did not help my overall grade, because I was at like an 87, and then I didn't do the 3 homeworks. Then I got a 70 on that quiz, and that like 80, what did I say? It was like 83 or whatever. Anyways, it was like mid 80s. That should drop down to like a 79. And then right now, I like half-assed one of the homeworks. It was just, I don't know, really rough spot for math, because I had a really low grade in accounting. I had like a 68 in accounting. Freaking grinded, got that shit up to an 84, and now obviously it's at a 78.5 because of those HODE assignments. But anyways, because I was so focused on trying to get accounting up, because I was actually failing accounting.
Yeah.
And that's,
you kind of lost track of the other ones.
I lost track of math, because economics and ethics are so easy, but math and accounting are probably my most time strenuous classes. And so, you know, it was like one or the other. I was already passing math, you know, with a fairly decent grade. And so I was sacrificing time to spend more on accounting to get it up. And now I'm kind of like in this weird area where I'm doing all right in both classes. You know, I'm gonna pass. I have no doubt about that, but it's like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever. My GPA is probably gonna stay the same. Maybe it'll go down. It's probably going to go down like a little bit. My GPA is like a 3.4 right now, so it's probably going to go down to like a 3.2, but it's whatever.
Yeah, my GPA is going to go down.
But you're at like a 3.99 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty solid, honestly. And especially, too, like, if we start doing service projects and stuff, like, for those who don't have context.
Yeah, I want to go into law school.
Yeah.
So I need really high grades and service opportunities.
I think as long as they see that you're invested in your community and, you know, you work hard, like, you know, that's what they'll look at.
Yeah, and I'm invested in my community. But with COVID, it's just been so hard. And I hope they take that into account, too.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been able to go out and do things as much as like other people have because everything's been closed, or they limit the amount of people, or I have work.
Yeah.
And
I think it'll all work out in the end. I know right now, once the semester ends, we're actually going to be volunteering at the dog shelter.
yes, I am so
We're
excited.
super excited. We're going to be posting about that on our Instagram, like on our stories and such.
Yeah, y'all should adopt dogs if you
Yeah,
can.
so we'll post stories of like the dogs that we're hanging out with, the ones that are up for adoption. We'll give like some info, stuff like that.
Let you know their name.
Yeah, like especially pit bulls. There's so many pit bulls in the shelters. Like
It's sad.
I've kind of come to the conclusion that like I want a Rottweiler or like one of those Australian Shepherds, and those are really nice. But I really like the idea of adopting, as well as raising our own puppy, of course.
No, I definitely want to adopt too. We also come to the conclusion we might have 4 dogs.
That might happen. But yeah, I want to adopt a pit bull because they're like rarely adopted. And I know a lot of people are like, they're really an aggressive breed, but it's the environment that you raise the dog in. If the dog is raised in an aggressive environment, or an environment, where the person doesn't take care of them, like a lot of people with, bigger dogs, they just chain them up outside or leave them outside all day. And it's one thing to leave your dog outside with water and food and a place for them to lay under that has shade or whatever, but a lot of those dogs are just left outside or chained, and there's dirt, there's no grass around, they don't have any water or anything. They're in like conditions that are obviously going to make them upset at the animals that put them through that, being humans. You know what I mean?
It's also about like if they've gone through those experiences and they're in the shelter.
Yeah, and some people
it's
are
about
abusive.
like training them and being kind to them and finding
that's exactly what
good
it is.
resources.
It's a process. So in the future, whatever pit we decide to get, whether they're a sweetheart or not, like we're gonna work to make sure that they feel loved and invited. I mean, that's the case with my pug Flaco. He was a shelter dog, and we adopted him, and he was very timid around everybody. I mean, he's still kind of timid, and it's actually funny. Like you give him a treat, and he takes off. Like
he just runs.
He runs out of the door and eats it in like his own little secluded area. So because he was on the streets for a while, we don't know how long, but when we got him, he was very skinny. That's why we named him Flaco, because he was an extremely skinny pug. I mean, you could see his ribs.
Yeah, he was really tiny.
Like he was very, very malnourished, right? Now he's pretty plump. He's a healthy weight for him now.
Plump. He's so cute. I love him.
He is cute, and he is so loving. And I feel like that's what people don't realize, is just how loving shelter dogs can be, because they're coming from an unloving environment, or an environment that didn't want them. Yeah, I know. And Flaco, it took a lot of training and a lot of hard work to get him to be comfortable in the house and be comfortable. Like he was always comfortable with Chewy in a sense. That if you have another dog, you have to bring them to the shelter to see if the dogs will get along, because the shelter doesn't want to send a dog off to a house with another dog, and that dog that they fight and like kill each other. They don't want that. So Chewy and Flaco right away hit it off the bat. Chewy is a very friendly dog. He's very invasive the way he greets other dogs.
Yeah, he just doesn't know.
He don't really know boundaries, so he'll get up in there and start sniffing pretty aggressively. I also think he doesn't have a very good sense of smell, so it's he has to get in there a little more.
Yeah.
And so they hit it off right off of the bat, and I mean now it's like they can't be separated. You know what I mean? They're always at the hip with each other. It's more so Flaco is always at the hip with Chewy. But Chewy will be with Flaco sometimes, and he doesn't mind him. I mean, sometimes like when it's cold and they want to be outside, because like even though we leave the doggy door open, they go outside on their own pretty often. They're maybe outside half of the day, inside half of the day, and sometimes they do spend outside. Sometimes they spend all day outside. And that's just like what they want to do. So, you know what I mean? Like some people are like, oh, you leave your dog outside? I'm like, yo, they're out there on their own free will, bro. Like, I'm going to let them chill. Because Chewy likes to sunbathe and Flaco just likes to sit next to Chewy. But no, like, so the other point that I was getting to is we have their house out there. And I actually need to get it here pretty soon. But, now that it's cold, I put a little heating bulb inside of Chewy's house. And him and Flaco just go in there. They just sit in there. And it's pretty cute. They both just laying there. But yeah. But we're getting 1 o'clock, so we should probably be heading to your house, right?
Oh, yeah. My grandparents and some of my family are coming right now for lunch.
All right, yeah.
But then it's crazy because usually we just had like lunch and it would be like from 1 to 4-ish.
Yeah.
But now, or at least this Thanksgiving, everyone's going to be coming in like sporadically. It's not going to be like a consistent group of people coming in and out at the same time. Like I had someone come in this morning. She was just dropping off, I think like a pie or a cake. Yeah. I think it was my tia.
Was that thing like that had a shit ton of whipped cream on top?
Yeah. And then later, my dad's cousin came. Whenever we were going to go running. Oh, and I was like, man, people are here already. And it's crazy. Like, we haven't had anyone come that early in a while. So I was, like, barely waking up. I was like, hey. Like, that's pretty passed funny. Out. But, yeah, so it's going to be crazy. I'm super excited. I haven't seen any of my family in a while. I think since my cousin's quinceañera.
Oh, yeah.
And then Julia.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then your family I haven't seen in forever because I
mean, shit, I haven't even seen them.
Yeah.
I mean, like, maybe like a month or two.
No, yeah, but I started working, and then I think it was your grandma's birthday, and I couldn't go because they scheduled me.
Yeah. I mean, she was like, you know, she's young, she's working, it's fine.
No, yeah, but I still, like, I miss our families.
Yeah, we got that grind mindset, yeah.
So I'm super excited, you know?
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I'm, like, pretty tired. Yeah, I don't know if anyone could tell. I was, like, sniffling all the time. Y'all couldn't see, but I was, like, falling asleep a little bit. But I don't know. I'm super thankful and excited that it's Thanksgiving and it's your birthday on Saturday.
Should be very fun,
and the semester is about to end.
A lot of good things.
A big load of stress is about to be lifted off of my shoulders.
A lot of good things. We're going to set ourselves up for success for the next semester.
And everything's going to work out. It's all about learning.
I know. For anybody listening, man, your feelings are valid. Finish it out strong. You're almost there. Just chillax and set yourself up for the success, you know, the following semester or the following season, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think we're at a pretty good place to close out the episode. What do you think?
No, yeah, I think we are. I hope y'all have an amazing Thanksgiving with your families. Oh yeah, yes. I hope y'all had an amazing Thanksgiving with your families. Got time to rest, relax. You know, all those good things.
All those good things.
And if y'all remember, Julian's birthday is on Saturday. Just to let y'all know.
Yeah. Yes. Turning 20. Let's go.
All right.
All right. Be sure to follow us on our socials at livewithjm pod as usual. We've been posting to our YouTube channel. I haven't really promoted it. Probably tweet about it real quick right now after the recording of this episode. But make sure to check those episodes. We're just re-uploading all of our current episodes until we finally catch up, and then we'll start uploading to our YouTube channel consistently. You know, coinciding with our regular episode releases. So we're releasing 2 episodes a week at the moment, eventually until we get caught up. And so check those out, spread the word. I know, you know, a lot of people don't have like the streaming platforms like Spotify. I mean, Apple Podcasts is free, but not everybody has an iPhone.
An iPhone, yeah.
You know, so YouTube is definitely one of the better platforms for people who don't have those apps. So, you know, just spread the word. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.